So we're doing things to help the community year round. The proceeds that we get, when people come out and they buy a ticket, they come out and they have a good time. And over the last 33 years, we have contributed more than $1 million back to the local communities of Southeast Texas.
Let the good times roll, or as they say the Cajun way.
Bon temps, rouler.
Wow, you sound like a real Cajun. I love it.
And I happen to be one, too.
Okay, well, I'm glad we have the authentic soul here to tell us all about Mardi Gras. Hello, and welcome to the Beaumont Beat video podcast, where we move with the heartbeat of the city of Beaumont. I'm Lauren Monitz, broadcasting from the beautifully decorated Edison Plaza. Mardi Gras is upon us, and today's guest is the board chairman for Mardi Gras Southeast Texas. We are so lucky to have Tim Romero here with us. He's here to tell us everything we need to know about the upcoming celebration. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for inviting me, and hello to everybody, and get ready to get your Mardi Gras on.
Yes, the Mardi Party has begun. I love it.
It has.
Now celebrating its 33rd year, Mardi Gras Southeast Texas is family-friendly, and there are so many ways to get involved. From joining or watching a parade to catching live entertainment or the carnival. Many people don't know the event is actually a fundraiser that benefits 14 area nonprofits. How cool is that?
I think it's really cool. The proceeds that we get, when people come out and they buy a ticket, they come out and they have a good time, that gets translated and brought back to the communities that all of our sponsoring organizations serve. And over the last 32 years, we have contributed more than $1 million back to the local communities of Southeast Texas.
That's amazing. More people need to realize that. It's not just a good time. It's a good time for a good cause.
It is. Mardi Gras is all about the fun, the festivity, and congratulations, you got the spirit here.
Oh, yeah. And
but that's what it's all about, the color and the pageantry and all that goes with that. And when people come out and look and come out and be a part of it, they're contributing back to the community.
Absolutely.
It's a win-win, as they say.
I'm going to take a quick pause because we want to invite the public to a few things in addition to Mardi Gras. So we hope you join us for the first public meeting of the proposed Downtown Hotel and Convention Center project this coming Tuesday, February 13th, Fat Tuesday, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Event Center. You'll be able to hear from the consultants, share your ideas, and make your thoughts heard. If you can't make it or want to give your input in advance, you can always submit ideas of what you want to see at BeaumontVision2035.com. And the Terrell Historical Library's Popular Genealogy Days is back. You can stop by the library the first Friday of every month from 10 to 2 to get help researching your family history and find answers to the questions you have about Southeast Texas. All right, Mr. Tim, back to the fun. We want to encourage everyone to come out and celebrate.
Oh, yes.
This is truly for the citizens. We're going to give you every possible opportunity that you can participate in these fun events.
Well, it's a family-friendly event, and that's what our founders back 33 years ago, that's what they had in mind with the original Mardi Gras. They wanted it to be family-friendly. So Saturday and Sunday out at the festival grounds, we have a kid zone that is just for kids, and it's absolutely free. Face painting, bouncy things, all kinds of games.
I remember the petting zoo because I'm a big kid at heart and I love the animals.
So all of that is for the kids just to bring, and it really is. When you come out on Saturday afternoon, the weather's nice. Pray now that the weather is nice.
Yeah, right.
You got a connection, use it. But you see the families, and they're all kind of picnicking all over the grounds. And it's just a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful sight.
I love it. So the event is starting on Thursday and runs through Sunday. Tell us some things that people shouldn't miss.
Well, the parades. Thursday afternoon, we have the Coup de Gras parade. That's the chasing of the chicken.
A live chicken,
for
those who haven't seen it before.
A couple years ago, or last year actually, the city manager, he threw the chicken. And I think in all the history, I think we've only had one chicken get away. And then that's Thursday, and it's inside the grounds. Of course, to see that, you do have to buy a ticket, $10, not a big deal. Friday, 7 p.m. is the Crew of Crew parades. And this is for all of our crews that are associated with the Mardi Gras Southeast Texas. They bring their floats, and it's a great parade. Saturday night at 5:30 is the Grand Parade Majestic Crew of Aurora. That is the sponsoring crew of Mardi Gras.
The big show, as they
The
say.
big show, the really big show.
Yeah.
And that takes place at 5:30. You're going to have golf carts. You're going to have motorcycles. It's an incredible. But maybe
I'm gonna sneak my dog in some costume too.
If you can get him on a float, you can carry
There you
him. But probably my favorite parade is the motor parade on Sunday, because anybody can enter that parade.
Okay.
They just pay a fee, and they can put their trucks in. They can go through the whole parade, and it's probably the longest parade that we'll do. It starts at 2:00. So if that's something that you're interested in, you better quickly get a hold of the office.
Sign up. There's
Sign
a
up.
paper to fill out, and that's about it.
That's about it.
Then you can throw
Yeah.
beads to the people too.
And it's amazing the decorations that the floats and organizations do, and it's just a great parade.
Awesome. And then obviously there's food trucks and concerts and other stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, what would Mardi Gras be without good food? And we have a ton of vendors, and they have got everything from pork kebabs to funnel cakes to corn dogs to anything that you want to eat. You're going to find it out there.
Yes.
Come
Come hungry,
weekend.
but strategically don't ride the roller coaster right after.
Well, at least if I'm
Learn that
underneath
the
it,
hard
don't
way.
ride it. I mean,
There you go. But the carnival is another thing that you don't even have to pay to enter the
That
gate.
is right. And that's something that we've done that we just really wanted to bring to the citizens. Everything's not about profit, in a sense, I guess. The carnival is for anybody to go in. You got to pay for the rides, and you can get a $25 fun pass for each day.
Still a great value.
Great value. Ride as many rides as you want to ride. But you don't have to come inside the gates to get that. That's a great deal.
Can you give us a little history about your organization?
Well, Mardi Gras began in 1993. It was kind of the vision of a couple of guys. Unfortunately, we lost one of our founders this past December.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Floyd Marceau, who had been involved from day one till day none, unfortunately. And we miss him a lot. But they had this vision of doing Mardi Gras. They had an idea of downtown Port Arthur at the time. They were both Port Arthurans. And what they did was they went to all the nonprofit civic organizations in the area, and they got about 19 of them to put in $5,000 each. And that was the seed money to be able to put the first Mardi Gras on.
Incredible.
The thing about any kind of festival of this kind, you don't pay for it with the ticket prices that you charge that year. Some things do, but for the most part, you have to have money up front to be able to do things like fencing and other infrastructure things.
Right.
Yeah, and so that got us off the ground. And like I said, it's been 33 years now. A couple of years ago, life has a cycle, and that cycle kind of ended in Port Arthur. And we came to Beaumont. Been very happy with the arrangement we have here in Beaumont. The facility is gorgeous. The event center. We have a very safe environment. I think it's important for people to understand that a significant portion of the ticket price they pay goes to provide that security. So it's a big deal, and it is safe. I don't think we've ever had an incident in downtown Beaumont during the festival. Great cooperation between us and the police department.
Awesome. And how do you see this event playing into the future of growing downtown?
Well, I mean, I think that this is probably one of the premier events that the city of Beaumont sponsors every year. And it brings people who never come downtown to downtown. And they get to see other things other than just the event center. They're walking to their parking. They see a lot of other. And as more stuff happens in downtown, those people are going to get a more and a better glimpse of that and want to come back during the rest of the year.
I love that. I hope the city grows with y'all because it just gets bigger and better every single year.
It does, exactly.
Any other Mardi Gras Cajun lingo?
The first year we were in Beaumont, a lot of people Like, what do we do? What's these words, these crew? What's a crew? A crew is a group of people who get together and they celebrate Mardi Gras with the festival. And they can have a parade. We have the crew of crew parades. They do their floats. They have their own balls. They're just a lot of people that just like each other and get together and have a good time. We got the beads, that's a big deal. The floats, the parades, it's not a whole lot different than regular times, to be honest,
Okay.
but we just do a little bit more colorfully. And you can make up your own costumes.
And Crew with a K is really a year-round thing.
It is a
right?
year-round thing. So one of the big things that the crew of cruise does, the cruise, is that we sponsor Blue Santa. And we
I
take
didn't
up
know that.
toys at Christmas and food, and we do a great job of it. We'll fill a whole float with those things. So we're doing things to help the community year-round. It's just not a one and done for us.
That's amazing. We just did a podcast on Blue Santa because we love that program as
It's
well.
a great program. And we're really proud to be a part of helping communities in Southeast Texas.
Before we enter the second half of the show, I wanted to share a few more announcements with you. One cool initiative the library is doing, they partnered with an organization called Black Men Read, who believe in a rich tradition of oral storytelling and how communities thrive before the written word. Through books, they hope that young people and their families will carry forward these traditions by engaging in readings and learning with the program. Our very own city manager, Mr. Kenneth R. Williams, and others will be reading books on the Beaumont Public Library's Facebook page every Friday this month. We'd love for you to tune in. And we want you to save the date for Mural Fest. Beaumont's third annual Mural Fest is taking place March 1st through 3rd. The main event will be taking place around the event center with 10 new artists being brought in to bring in new art all over town. You can follow the Beaumont CVB's Facebook pages for more information. You can also stream this show and all past episodes of the Beaumont Beat on multiple platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Please subscribe to our channel, like this episode, and share this podcast so others can join in the fun too. And we hope you drop a comment wherever you're watching or listening to let us know what topics you'd like to see in future episodes. If you're just tuning in now, we're chatting with Tim Romero, board chairman of Mardi Gras Southeast Texas. Can you tell us a little bit more about what kind of roles are there for people to do?
We need hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, and it's not too late right now to volunteer to help.
I don't think it's ever too late.
It's never too late, and if you volunteer, guess what? You get free admission.
Heck yeah, that's
So
a good deal.
come on out and volunteer. Give us a call. The biggest one right now is probably going to be at the admission gates. We got to make sure we get people in. We need people at the beverage booths, especially the later shifts. If you're a night owl, you like late hours, that 9 or 8 to 12 shift, we do need people in those shifts. We always do. Come out and have a good time. We need people to help pick up trash and things like that to keep the park clean. And so there's a lot of different ways that people can volunteer and help.
Is parade walking still one of them?
Parade walking is, but for the most part, that takes place with the crews.
Okay, gotcha.
So you
gotta
can join
find
a crew and be a
Yeah.
parade walker and come and do that.
How exactly do I join a crew? Or
Well,
starting one sounds intimidating. What would I need to
if
do?
you
to
call
get
the
involved?
Mardi Gras office, and I think we're going to put that number on the screen, and they can tell you the different crews and who to contact. But hey, if you really want to get in a crew, start your own. We're looking for Beaumont crews. And it's not hard. You get a few people together, you have a good time, you meet a few times, and you just show some Mardi Gras spirit, and guess what? You're a crew.
Okay. Any kind of group of people that has anything in common? or just
Anything.
wants
And
to-
they don't even have to. I'd love to see a crew that had nothing in common.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just people get together and want to celebrate Mardi Gras.
And people have this idea in their head of to get beads, you have to do all this illicit, inappropriate stuff.
Oh,
That's
no.
not what this is
No,
about.
we don't want to encourage that at all. This is family fun. You don't need to, believe me. I know how
Don't
many
want you
beads
to
are,
either.
right. I know how many beads are on these floats, and they're begging to get rid of them before the end. They're willing to throw to everybody. And so we do encourage people to come out for the parades. It's free to come out, but be respectful of safety. Don't get too close to the float. Stay back where the police have asked us to stay back, and just have a good time. Jump up and down and scream, throw me beads. Don't chase beads out on the road. We want everybody to be safe.
Perfect. Good tips for everyone having a good time.
Good tips for everyone having a good time.
Tell us about some of the headliners this year, some of the concerts, anything else that's new this year that people shouldn't miss.
Well, for one thing, I think which is really great for this year is that we have 2 bandstands or stages set up. The main stage and the gold stage. The main stage is out on the Great Lawn, and then on the other side of the event center we'll have the gold stage. And I know one of the things that people have said coming in, going out for the last couple of years is we want more Mardi Gras music.
Oh yeah, get that Zydeco going.
So on the gold stage, just about every night we have Zydeco bands.
Okay.
And there's some really good ones. Thursday night we have LAJ and Zydeco Backwood Boys, and
are these people local or they're straight from Louisiana?
they're all over Louisiana, local. 5:30 on the main stage is Cameron Ballou and the Darker Shade of Zydeco. Okay. So they'll be there Thursday. Friday night, we have I think it's going to be a great show on the main stage. We got Running with Credit. It's kind of a local band, and the Marshall Tucker Band. Now, I as a young person, I'm now much older. I did see Marshall Tucker back in the 80s, so I'm looking forward to that again. And then at 11 o'clock, we have a group called Pop Gun. On the gold stage, more Zydeco. Saturday night on the main stage, at 6 o'clock, we have Brian Keith and Zydeco Legacy. And I think that's going to be a really good show. At 8:30 is Little Flip. And at 10:30 is Chingy. Chingy. Okay, I'm showing how old I am. I realize.
That's from my generation. That's a millennial.
And we want all your generation to come out
yep.
and
party at the Holiday
Inn. Yeah, exactly. And then Sunday we have some great Hispanic bands that'll be playing Sunday afternoon. It's just great entertainment all the way around. And Mardi Gras is really reasonably priced to get in. So you know the Saturday night entertainment. If you go see any of those bands stand alone, you're going to spend $75 to get a ticket. And Saturday night, it's a $25 ticket to get into Mardi Gras.
You don't need a separate ticket for concerts.
You don't.
It's included with your admission.
They're included. But we've kicked it up a notch, as Emerald might say, by adding a VIP area. So this is a special area off to the side with a great view of the stage. It's heated, so if it's cold, you're warm. It's got its own bar area for drinks.
That is worth it in itself.
Yeah, and its own bathrooms that
also
are
worth it for the price.
And so it's just $100 to get all of that.
And that is called the Sazerac House. If
that's
people
right.
Want to buy
that's
that
a Sazerac House, and Friday night we have the same thing set up. It's a little less expensive, $75 for that Friday night. So it's just a very reasonably priced tickets to get in. And again, remember, part of that goes to pay for our bands, part of that goes for the infrastructure, and part of that goes to provide a safe environment for everybody.
What else, aside from the music, shouldn't people miss? I think I remember seeing dachshund races this year.
Oh,
some
yes.
silly new
We
things.
have the, let me get this right, Wiener Take-All Dog Race.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's going to be a blast. We have the Purse Bingo. You pronounce it better than I do.
Bougie.
Bougie. Bullets and Bougie.
Bingo.
The Carnival Fun Pass, $25 a day. Sunday at 11, we have the Jazz Brunch in the Event Center.
I thought that moved to Saturday.
Did it move? Okay.
Yeah.
There's thing. That's how a festival like this goes. There's constantly updates trying to make things work, and there's a lot of work that goes involved. Laura Childress is the president of Mardi Gras and does an incredible job coordinating all these things.
Laura's awesome. There's a steak cook-off too, isn't there?
There's a steak cook-off. I think that's Saturday afternoon. and a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just the biggest thing is if you come out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday night, you're going to find something fun to do, and you're not going to be disappointed.
Yep.
I think that's the big thing.
Love it. Come on out and hang out with us.
Come on out, bring the kids Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, picnic, enjoy. Now, when you come in, you're going to get your hand stamped. So that means you can come in Saturday, 12 o'clock, bring the kids, have a picnic. The parade's at 4. Then you can take them home to the babysitter and come back out by yourself and have a great time.
That's more my speed. I love it.
Yes, definitely.
Anything else you want the people to know before
I just want everybody to know how much fun we have putting this event on and how much we look forward to it. We've got some great volunteers at our Mardi Gras store. Mardi Gras store has got all kinds of beads and everything, and we're going to move that out to the parade grounds. It'll be ready for I think Friday night for sure.
So you can get some big beads like you have. The theme this year?
Yes, our theme this year is disco.
Okay.
Which, I did live through disco, actually was alive and participating. And so you can get your disco ball beads, put on your disco stuff for the weekend, come out, and just have a good time.
Put on your dancing shoes.
Put on your dancing shoes or your dancing sneakers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Lauren, thank you in the city for all you do for us, and we appreciate it. And hopefully we're looking for many, many years.
And now a few more announcements before we sign off. We just wanted to update you on the new City Council meeting schedule. Starting this month, the City Council will meet the first and third Tuesday of every month, and there will be a 5:30 night meeting on the 5th Tuesday for the months that have those extra weeks. All dates and calendars are available on our website, and all meetings will be held in council chambers unless otherwise posted. You can always find the schedule at beaumonttexas.gov/calendar. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in to the Beaumont Beat, where we move with the heartbeat of the city. We hope you have a great time at Mardi Gras this weekend downtown. I'm your host, Lauren Monitz, and we look forward to catching you at our next podcast at Mural Festival.